hip-hop ain't really this for me. Little bell for the homies. Got a little green ball to beam for the foul. He took more shots after phase than Kelby. After dark, you go crazy. Police ain't scary. You ain't bred for this.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Sky Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball is next. Tanner Roark gets the call for game one of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's last three starts haven't been that bad, but he's picked up a no decision in all three. I'm sure he'd like to pick up the W in this one here today.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off for the Sky Sox, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, the one thing that jumps off the page at me is the fact that this team leads the league in doubles, putting themselves in scoring position time and time again. Instead of having to get a few knocks, one base hit gets you right back in the ball game. This offense creates a lot of opportunities.
The 1-0. Squared that one up just a little late. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Count is 2-1.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Giving chase is Fisher. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Into the box now, Anthony Rendon. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Grichuk will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first, and now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. David Price, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run. We may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
Coming to the plate now, Jonathan Davis. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, guys, 7-2 on their recent homestand. You get on the road, you wake up in the morning, nice breakfast in you, and you tell the cabbie to take his time getting to the yard because you guys are so confident. You don't want any distractions, no fender benders on the highway. Get me to the park in tip-top shape because I'm going deep.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Two balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Joe Panic. As Price starts him with a strike, it's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
I got to count 2-2.
Lifted in the air out to right. Back goes Betts at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup at first glance, the fact that they're last in doubles doesn't mean a whole lot to me. But then you got to say to yourself, if they're not driving the ball in the gap, they're certainly not driving it out of the ballpark. So this offense has to clean it up, play a little bit differently, be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass because you can't expect them to string a ton of hits together.
He'll start this one at 274, 6 home runs and 16 RBIs. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
Misses. Ball 2. Price into his motion. The 2-2 pitch. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
I like what he was trying to do there with the 2-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's set and the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And the runners will stay put here on ball one. Guerrero, the runner at third. Gurriel on at second with 2 down. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Lifetime versus David Price. He has a 3-for-12 line. The 2-0. Lined hard toward right center. And this ought to plate a couple as this ball's down for extra bases. He's in at second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
The first baseman, Travis.
So digging in next will be Travis Shaw as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. It's a 2-run homer for Travis Shaw. Home run number 5 on the year as the Blue Jays have opened it up further now, 4-0.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
Plate now, Nick Ahmed. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Four runs here in this half inning. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Reined in. And Voit will take this one over to the bag, and that ends the inning. So they score 4 times on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. On now to the top half of inning number 2. The Blue Jays on top, 4-0. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
No, that's down.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Now here's the pitch. 3-0 now. Mike Yastrzemski waits on deck. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Mike Yastrzemski. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike 1.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
Striding into the box, Luke Voigt. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone.
Come on now, let's get a game right here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball, that's low.
The 1-0 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Fisher's under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Delino DeShields.
Standing in, Delino DeShields. Here's the first pitch to him. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. And he popped him up. Ahmed will put this one away, and the side is retired. Stepping in for the Jays, Danny Jansen, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Number 9.
Now the first pitch here from Price. Here's Price now on 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
To 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit sharply on the ground, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Derek Fisher the next to bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
Price ready with the 0-1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
1-2 now.
1-2.
And 2-2. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jonathan Davis is on deck. Into the corner and slicing foul. Payoff pitch one more time. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up 4 last time around. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Jays are out in front, 4-0. Now at the plate, Bo Bichette. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
Bo Bichette.
First offering on its way. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball for the second baseman, Panic. Scooped up, throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So 1 gone in the inning now as we take a look at the AL East standings to check out where the Blue Jays land coming into this one. Stepping up to the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1.
One out, nobody on. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. A 2-seamer there as this is fouled off to the left side. The 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Here's Mookie Betts. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Two and one now to Mookie.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Pitch on the way. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Corey Dickerson would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Dickerson. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Smoke toward third. To second, but they throw it away.
Wow, this manager must be pulling his hair out. Not only does he have to deal with this pitcher walking people, now he's got to deal with his defense tripping all over themselves.
In now is Anthony Rendon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. Second and third, 2 away. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Next to bat for Toronto, Joe Panik.
Leading off for the game, the second baseman, Joe.
Now the first pitch here from Price. And a ball 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Panik, a 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Now a fastball. Oh, looked below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
At the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll start this one at 274. 6 home runs and 16 RBIs. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Two balls and a strike. The 2-1.
Ball. Down.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
So now to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Jays lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning, Yasmani Grandal, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Yasmani Grandal.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Grandal hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Now batting.
All right, so time now for the Blue Jays Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects performing at high levels in the upper minors. Stepping in now, Mike Yastrzemski. Hit hard but foul. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And now a pitch on the way. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from it.
Stepping into the box, Luke Voigt. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the belt, the pitch.
0-1.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Now Voigt with a high fly ball out to deep left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year as the lead is cut to 4-2 now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. Barehanded at his ankles. It's there, and he's out.
The bat, number 11, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1, no strike. Ball 2.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1 pitch. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. The Blue Jays on top, 4-2. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on. Thank you, Heidi. Settling in now, Rendell Gritcher. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The 1-0.
Here we go. Hey! That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Nick Ahmed waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
The count is full. 3-2.
The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a liner toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with one away.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
In now, Nick Ahmed. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 pitch.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first two pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Up next is Danny Jansen. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Price ready with the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Price pauses. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Toronto as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. At the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now the pitch. Driven nicely into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. The throw is wild, and he gets away.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Into the box now, Mookie Betts. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. Sent out to straightaway center field. Davis is there, and he has it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Ready once again, Corey Dickerson. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball here. 0-1. misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, boys. Through the 5.5, the old Tony Gwynn hole. And a nice piece of base running. Guy on second is able to let that ball, see it go through, and then advance up to third.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And it's fouled away. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Lays off 2-2 now.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3 hitter. You could work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
The 3-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Payoff pitch one more time. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And it's gone into the home bullpen. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, giving him an even 150 as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
I'm sure at the plate right there, he's thinking stay up the middle, hard line drives to either gap. He did it one better, giving his team the lead right there with a huge 3-run bomb.
And here's the switch hitting catcher Yasmani Grandal. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A ball and a strike. And there's ball 2 now.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Mike Yastrzemski is on deck. Here's the 3-2. Popped him up. Able to squeeze this one as panic, and there are 2 away now. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you can see there, they find themselves hovering just a few spaces above the bottom in the entire American League. So coming to the plate, Mike Yastrzemski. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Fouled away. Three runs already home here. And right into the shift. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Again, a 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Line to the right side. But this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. Colorado Springs leads this one 5-4. Now at the plate, Derek Fisher. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Two 2-0 to the Jays left fielder. Now the 2-0 home is in there for strike one. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
At the plate, Jonathan Davis. As he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one.
It might be time for this guy to start mixing his pitches up a little bit better. He's pitching poorly, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage at over 70%. This team batting has a pretty good idea what his game plan is.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. Bichette gathers it in on to first, and the Price is right here, 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the second baseman, Joe Panic.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout Joe Panic. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, your offense just throws a number up on the board for you. The last thing you want to do is go out there and not throw a donut up for the boys. He was able to get those first 2 outs so quick, but now with a hit and a single, he finds himself in a little bit of trouble.
At the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Don't make your manager be the bad guy in this situation. I know you struggled a little bit right here. You got to find a way to get through this 5th inning and qualify for that win.
Grounder down the line at third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And that's going to score the tying run from second. We're even now at 5-5.
Hey, D-Roll, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Here's Randall Grichuk. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Mark, Dan, and I are back with more after this. Chase Anderson takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 22, Chase Anderson.
Digging in and looking for more, Luke Voigt. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Now that's
Stepping in, Delino DeShields. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out.
The bat, number 11. Shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Now in the box, Bo Bichette. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First delivery to him on the way. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. All even now, 2-2.
Hey, last two pitches back to back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Danny Duffy enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Danny Duffy.
At the plate, Travis Shaw. Already a home run and a double for him in this one.
The first baseman, Travis Shaw.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Runner at first following the error. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Nick Ahmed. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
It makes a lot easier for a catcher to catch and throw. Even though this throw bounces into second, poor jump at first base gives him the time needed to throw him out at second.
Comes set and the 0-1.
Nope.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
1-0.
Now the 1-1 pitch. In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. And that's the second out.
The bat, number 9.
So digging in now, Danny Jansen. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. This ball game still tied 5-all. So here's Kevin Kiermaier.
Leading off for the Sky Sox, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's a ball.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And oh, they won't let him walk that easily, as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. And he fouls this one off. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Hit out towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold a glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring up Mookie Betts. From the belt, the pitch. Now the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And the runner back. Now the 2-0.
Ball, that's out.
Hey. 3-1. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Ready now, Corey Dickerson. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center field. A base hit onto the shortstop, but thrown away. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one. He pulls into second safely as a run is also in, and with it they take the lead.
Well, we've been treated to a neck-and-neck game so far, and the last thing anybody wants is for a misplayed ball to be the difference. But that's where we're at right now as the error leads to the go-ahead run.
Into the box, Anthony Rendon, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1. Tough to do much with that one, a swing and a miss.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And now the runner from third scores to give them a very important insurance run.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Jordan Romano comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Stepping in now, Yasmani Grandal, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Ball 2 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Runners are at first and third with none out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Grandal with a 3-1 count now.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You could either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Now the 3-2 pitch is taken on the inside corner. Strike 3.
The bat, number 9.
Now at the plate, Mike Yastrzemski. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now. You want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
1-0 pitch on the way. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Luke Voigt is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. The 3-2 pitch. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Luke Voigt will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First pitch on its way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul ball. And that misses. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Has to challenge him now. Here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Standing in now, Delino DeShields, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The set and the 1-0.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
The set and the 1-1. Popped up. Shaw in foul ground, and the inning is over. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Colorado Springs is on top here, 7-5. Last half of the 7th here, digging in once again, Derek Fisher.
even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Here's the 0-2. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Now batting, number 49.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jonathan Davis. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here, and good awareness behind the plate as he'll make the quick basket catch for the second out.
The batter, number 2, second baseman.
Now at the plate, Joe Panic. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home.
2 balls, no strike.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat. 3-1.
3-1 count, tying run on the on-deck circle. You have to be very careful right here to make a quality pitch on 3-1.
On the ground to third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Colorado Springs is on top 7-5. Sam Gaviglio has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 43, Sam Gaviglio.
Ready for another shot now. Bo Bichette. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Bo Bichette.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Slow little roller to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Man, they say good baseball is contagious, and so is bad baseball, apparently. 4 errors for them now. If they win this thing, it will definitely be despite their gloves.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike. Scorched to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
So now to the plate, Mookie Betts. The bouncer to the left side. Throw won't get him. Coming to the plate now, Corey Dickerson. Couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. From the stretch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Ahmed has it. He'll come home with it. They get the force at the plate. Relay to first is too late, so no double play, but no run scores. So as we take another look, this was going to be a tough ball to get 2 on going home to first, so they'll be content with the force out at the plate. From the stretch.
0-1.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's now an 8-5 game.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that'll bring up Yasmani Grandal. He's set, and the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short, and that is through into left field, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
The designated hitter, Mike Yastrzemski.
Into the box now, Mike Yastrzemski, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. No hits to this point. The set and the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And
3-1. Here's the 3-1. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Thomas Pannone answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just one out to get out of it. Luke Voigt will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Looking to minimize the damage here. A ball and no strikes. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Voigt averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly 250. Here comes the 1-0. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Pannone features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on the mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Wow, they went to the pen because they liked the matchup, and what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run, so much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
In now, Delino DeShields. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the at-bat.
count 1-0.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Here's a ground ball for Ahmed at short. He's got it on the panic, and that'll retire the side. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Colorado Springs is out in front 10-5. Tyler Duffy is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Striding in once again, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Getting loose in the bullpen is Pat Venditti, the rare double threat on the bump with the ability to bring it right or left-handed. Now the 1-1 pitch. Chopped towards first. Reined in. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Lourdes Gurriel, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball in there for a called strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Duffy, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Rendell Gritcher. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. They've got some work to do. It's 10-5. Standing in, Bo Bichette. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Now here's the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. On the outside, Black. Good pitch called for a strike.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Here's the pitch. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Back up the middle. Nice slide and a stop by Panik. Got him.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
Stepping in, Mookie Betts. He reached on a fielder's choice previously.
Yeah, he's still searching for that knock. He's got a hitting streak going right now. He's certainly cognizant of that, guys. He needs a knock right here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty V, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson. 1-0 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. And he popped him up. In comes Fisher, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate as he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
Standing in now, Anthony Rendon, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's working on a 5 RBI game. Quite a performance we're seeing from him in this one. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
The 2-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Yasmani Grandal would be next. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Anthony Bass comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Anthony.
Yasmani Grandal will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
Hey, be thankful the batter was sitting on something else, or that pitch might have went a long way. Those cement mixers, you get the barrel to them, they can be torched.
A ball and 2 strikes. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Right fielder looking up into the second deck and gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, giving him an even 150 as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. So now to the plate, Mike Yastrzemski. as it's grounded sharply to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 4 runs on just 3 base hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The Sky Sox lead it 14-5. Striding in, Travis Shaw. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Dero, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
To the plate now, Nick Ahmed. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0 down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2. Nobody out, runner on first. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
You know, Dero, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second. And guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. One there to Voit in time for the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
So striding forward now, Derek Fisher. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First delivery to him on the way. In there, no balls and a strike. Two outs here with a runner at third. Line drive here is caught, and if that's not symptomatic of the way this one's gone, the ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
14-5 the final totals in this one. The Sky Sox jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Danny Duffy wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The winning